Chapter 2, Lesson 5, The Water Signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. As you are reading this material, keep looking at the glyph for each sign. Reinforce your new understanding of each of the signs with its corresponding glyph. What we want to achieve is for you to have all kinds of images and thoughts spring to mind when you see the glyph of each of the zodiacal signs. This is the knowledge that comes from the higher mind. Cancer, the crab, cardinal water. The constellation of Cancer is represented by a crab. What does a crab symbolize? The crab is a hard-shelled creature with soft inner parts. It scuttles from side to side. It has claws that will grab hold of something that it desires and will not let go, with a tenacity that is astounding. The crab also lives in the water and on the land. What other qualities of the crab can you think of? Contemplate on this a while before continuing. Once you have come up with a good image of the essential qualities of the crab, we will move to include the element of water and the modality of cardinal to this mix. From Lesson 1 and 2, you have a good idea of what water and cardinal means, so by now you should have a fuzzy kind of knowledge of what this sign is about. Next, we need to clarify this, and the best way to do this is to use a few catchwords that you can hang these fuzzy ideas of Cancer upon. Cancer is cardinal water. Cancer initiates, cardinal, emotional processes, water. Cancer is a giver of life, cardinal. To access their potential, Cancer people need to give birth, cardinal, to situations that will allow them to nurture, water, people, or projects. Cancer is the eternal, nurturing mother that always thinks that it knows best. Cancer people love their homes and families. They make maternal, domestic, and love to nurture others. As a result, Cancer people are very big on upholding family traditions, which extends to a love of genealogy. These people are very tender-hearted and emotional. However, you might not get a chance to see this soft inner part of them if you are a stranger. If they feel insecure, or they have been hurt, then you will see the hard crab shell of protection. At that point, it is virtually impossible to coax the crab out of its shell. The only course of action to take is to leave them alone until they feel stable again, at which point you may get to see their amazing sense of humor. Some of the best comedians are Cancers. These people can be tenacious and strong-willed. They like to get their way. If their emotional kindness and gentleness doesn't do the trick, they are not above using emotional manipulation to make things happen. Cancer is a cardinal sign after all. Negatively, Cancer people can smother others with their strong maternal instincts. They just love their family and friends so much that they want to take care of them, never realizing that this is not something that all people want. Cancer people are good with money and are very thrifty by nature. This is rooted in their strong need for security. Then there's food. Cancer loves to cook and eat. Food plays an important role in these people's lives. So does working with green plants as a nurturing component of this sign extends to the plant world. The great strengths of the Cancer person is the tenacity with which they protect their loved ones. A Cancer person doesn't ask for much except to have a comfortable, warm, loving home, a sense of peace in their lives, and people to warmly nurture. In terms of physical characteristics, there are two basic Cancer types. The first kind may be quite plump with a round face and soft skin with kind of a baby-faced look. The second type has a fairly large skull with an overhanging brow, somewhat like a caveman. The lower jaw is often pronounced and the teeth are prominent or irregular. The eyes are small and wide set. The frame may have a bony structure with extra long arms and legs in proportion to the rest of the body. In both types, the hands and feet are either tiny or quite large, and they may waddle slightly when they try to walk fast. The females of both types often have big breasts or else they are completely flat-chested. Nothing in between for this astrological sign. The facial features are very expressive. Then there's the crazy lunar laugh, which is hilarious and contagious as it erupts into a deep-throated cackle that's not soon forgotten. Take the above paragraph into contemplation and see what else comes to you. Spend some time throughout the day thinking about the qualities of Cancer. Remember to keep observing all the people in your world. Watch them and look for these qualities. Watch your Cancer friends and see if you can observe the humor, the mothering instinct, or the plant-loving homebody. See how they act and how they respond to life situations. Scorpio, the scorpion, fixed water. The constellation of Scorpio is represented by a scorpion. The scorpion is a hard-shelled insect with soft inner parts. It has a tail that it stings with when provoked. It is completely a land creature. What other qualities of the scorpion can you think of? Contemplate this for a while before continuing. Once you have come up with a good image of the essential qualities of Scorpio, we will move to include the element of water and the modality of fixed to this mix. From Lesson 1 and 2, you have a good idea of what water and fixed mean. So by now, you should have a fuzzy type of knowing of what this sign is about. Next, we need to clarify this, and the best way to do this is to use a few catchwords that you can hang these fuzzy ideas of Scorpio upon. Scorpio is fixed water. The power of Scorpio springs from the ability to remain fixed, intensely emotional and intimate water in relationships. They can be successful if they allow themselves to expose and be exposed, to heal and be healed, and to dive as deep as they can into the fundamental, fixed essence of the emotional water motives of others. An intense, controlled volcanic eruption is a good way to think about this. No one would guess the intensity of the emotions boiling away underneath their cool, collected exterior. Scorpios are deadly serious people that are in a quest to learn about the psychological depths of others. These people are intense, strong, deep, and penetrating. They are in ultimate control of their destiny, and their personal integrity means everything to them. Scorpios are stubbornly determined to succeed in life. These intense people are stubborn, passionate, and filled with desire. They are so complex and secretive that it is almost impossible to get much out of them if they are disinclined to share. Negatively, Scorpio can be very vengeful towards others that they perceive of as having done them wrong. It is never wise to attempt to hurt these people or those that they love. Scorpio is just as emotional as the other water signs of Cancer and Pisces. However, they hide this fact from others. Instead, they exhibit a calm, coolly contained exterior instead. Still waters run deep is a good statement to consider when interacting with Scorpio. No one is more loyal than the Scorpio, who will fight to the death if need be to protect a loved one. The great strengths of the Scorpio are in their loyalty, determination, passion, and motivation. Scorpios don't know the meaning of the word quit. They are the powerhouse like no other. Scorpios generally have powerful, healthy, vibrant physiques. Their facial features are heavy or sharp and clearly drawn. The nose is quite prominent. Sometimes the nose will have a beaked shape to it, but it is the eyes that truly give the Scorpio person away. They are piercingly hypnotic and intense, with a fixed stare that makes you feel like they're digging into the very depths of your soul. As a result of this piercing stare, many Scorpios will wear sunglasses, even at night. The males usually have heavy hair growth on their chests, arms, and legs, often of a reddish cast. The whole facial and bodily reactions are kept to a minimum. They practice the blank expression, or the poker face, and it is difficult to know what is going on inside of them. Take the above paragraph into contemplation. See what comes to you. Spend some time through the day thinking about the qualities of Scorpio. Remember to keep observing all the people in your world. Watch them and look for these qualities. Watch your Scorpio friends and see if you can spot the intensity, depth, and emotional control of the Scorpio. See how they act and respond to life situations. Pisces, the fish, mutable water. The constellation of Pisces is represented by two fish swimming in opposite directions. What does this symbolize? The fish are completely of the water. They swim near the surface and they also will dive into the depths. One fish swims upstream, the other fish goes with the current downstream. What other qualities of the fish can you think of? Contemplate on this for a while before continuing. Once you've come up with a good image of the essential qualities of the fish, we will move to include the element of water and the modality of mutable to this mix. From lesson 1 and 2, you have a good idea of what water and mutable mean, so by now you should have a fuzzy type of knowing of what this sign is about. Next, we need to clarify this, and the best way to do this is by using a few catchwords that you can hang these fuzzy ideas of Pisces upon. Pisces is mutable water. Pisces has the capacity to improve life and generate change, mutable, via imagination, mysticism, and compassion, water. Pisces can cultivate success with sensitivity to the emotional, water, states of others. Dreams and fantasies, water, often serve as the tools by which Pisces manifest their preferred life. They are the gentle, tender, emotional, compassionate dreamer. Pisces people are gentle, selfless, spiritual, and particularly focused on their inner journeys. They are so compassionate that they never want to harm another, and will extend great effort to make sure that they don't. The intuition of Pisces people is highly evolved, as is their connection with their dream state. These people will quickly put the needs of others ahead of their own. This is because of their need to feel a sense of self-sacrifice. This can cause them difficulties if their giving natures are taken advantage of by other less well-meaning people. Negatively, Pisces can have trouble distinguishing fact from fantasy. They get caught up in their dreams and idealistic views of how things should be and lose touch with the real world. Pisces can feel misunderstood much of the time and can cry rivers of tears if they are hurt. They are gentle, easygoing people who are on the shy and reticent side. They are modest to the point of impracticality, and will often only step into the limelight to show their talents in painting, music, or the other arts. The great strength of the Pisces person is their compassionate, charitable natures. These gentle, dreamy people love to help others and do so in the most imaginative of ways. Pisces people are seldom tall. Their feet and hands are either small and dainty, or else they are huge and spread out. The skin is usually silky soft and the hair is fine. The eyes are liquid, heavy-lidded, and often bulbous, yet extremely beautiful and compelling. The facial features are elastic and mobile. They change with the ever-shifting nature of their emotions. These people move in a graceful, flowing manner, almost like they were flowing rather than walking. Take the above paragraphs into contemplation. See what else comes to you. Spend some time throughout the day thinking about the qualities of Pisces. Remember to keep observing all the people in your world. Watch them and look for these qualities. Observe your Pisces friends to see if you can spot these gentle dreamers. Can you observe their deep, compassionate, and tenderness for others? See how they act and respond to life situations.